New Flyer is the biggest bus manufacturer in North America. We employ over 2,300 Americans, which is more than the rest of our competitors in the United States combined. Our design engineering is a little different than automotive. So the customers for New Flyer it's twofold. It's transit authorities who have to buy and operate our buses and count on our reliability every day. And then, even more importantly, it's the people standing on the street corner who are relying on us to get them to work, to the grocery store, and everybody else. So building a bus from start to finish here in Anniston starts out with us cutting American steel, and 6 weeks later, it'll come off the end of the line. Customers are getting increased pressure to reduce greenhouse gases, and it lends to our favor that New Flyer is the leader with zero and low emission buses.
Hands down, the most critical application on every bus is the fuel system. And when you are responsible for thousands of passengers that ride New Flyer buses all over North America every single day, there is no margin for error.
Quality is so important to New Flyers because their buses transport precious cargo. Moms, dads, children.
So on the fuel systems, they only use Swagelok products. Quality, repeatability, and performance are critical, and that's why they rely on Swagelok for those critical applications.
We work very closely with Swagelok being one of our most important suppliers. The local staff here and the team, they come in, they make sure that we're happy with the on-time delivery, the quality of the product, everything else.
Swagelok's fittings, quick connects, and AFS valves, which were designed specifically for the alternative fuels industry, are used to plumb the CNG tanks that go on top of the buses.
They're one of the most important parts that we put in the bus because it would stop other production if I weren't to have our Swagelok fittings.
Collaboration with New Flyer is absolutely critical. Their business is tied to tight production schedules, so our ability to work closely with their production teams, carry inventory locally on unique parts, and continuously have the flow of products is paramount in our relationship together.
The best indicator of trust from a supplier that I can speak to is the fact that I don't have to spend any time chasing down Swagelok for either on-time deliveries or quality issues. It's almost like an offensive line of your operation. If they're getting their job done, nobody knows about them, except for the good people that come in and work with us from Swagelok. And when they do, they're very professional, they're concise, and they're helping us come up with solutions.
When we have better flow of information back and forth, I think that's where a true partnership comes. I think we get there by really listening to understand their business, really truly understand what are their pain points. I think it's more about deploying the right resources to their needs and truly understanding their business.
Swagelok does a great job of being more than just a parts provider. They also help us with solutions, whether it's training or testing or helping us with certain parts of the design engineering. Swagelok goes above and beyond what I would call a typical just supplier who sends you parts on time.
So we provide safety installation training and inspection training, which basically allows your technicians to pull up our tube fittings safely and correctly, but also be able to visually go through and see if there's any issues prior to the system being brought up to pressure. We have trained well over 100 associates at the Anniston facility in the last 4 years. Swagelok started providing fabrications for New Flyer about 4 years ago. We have built a test stand for them where they test their pressure relief devices and their fuel boxes to make sure that there are no leaks before they install them on the buses.
New Flyer's business is going to continue to evolve, and it's important for us to challenge ourselves to deliver more value to them.
Swagelok and New Flyer, I expect us to continue to work closely together. They provide us vital components for our fuel cell electric buses, and as those continue to become more of an industry norm, we'll just work closer together going forward.
Beyond products, they're going to rely on us more tomorrow than they are today, and that's our responsibility in partnership for that.